Don't mind me, just another casual small swimming session to slowly chip away at agility. I just hit 50 mil agility XP. And it wasn't long after that 50 mil agility that we got yet another 200 mil. Fletching was done. My production master allowed me to make full sets of bolts per click rather than 10 at a time. This meant that I got 10 times more XP versus making bolts without the relic. Essentially, this 200 mil fletching goal that we just hit would have only just been hitting 20 mil last year. Meanwhile, I am still killing echo bosses for Slayer XP. I will never know the actual kill count of my GGs, but I know that it's lots. I did, however, learn that it was possible to get a pet from the echo bosses. I actually like pets in leagues, so this was a new goal to go for. Rather than focus on getting 200 mil Slayer, let's focus on getting the Gargoyle pet, which is a 1 in 3,000 drop rate. Despite leagues having better drop rates just about everywhere, pets specifically are the same as main game. Of course, you could argue that they are faster due to faster kills per hour, or whatever else leagues allows you to do, and that is true. However, we still need to kill this boss 3,000 times to hit the drop, which is the equivalent of 165 million Slayer XP. I am still doing all AoE tasks that give superiors since my Guardian still carries there. Those are about 2.5 mil an hour Slayer, which isn't necessarily good, but it's also not bad. It keeps my Slayer points going up, which is a good sign. Remember, while I don't have the Slayer Master Relic to always kill Gargoyles on task, it's not really hard for me to camp here 99% of the time regardless, since one task is equivalent of 12 mil Slayer XP. I'm essentially doing Gargoyles for all of my 200 mil Slayer regardless. I just hit 110 mil. I just got assigned to Zars. I need to switch this. In the main game when this happens, you can talk to Durdo and ask to switch from Tazars to Jad or Zuck, but Konar straight up wouldn't let me. Thankfully, I was able to teleport to Durdo and he saved the day. Now, I have to kill one Zuck. You're probably wondering, why am I watching a skiller do Inferno? Or why is JCW doing Inferno? Or this isn't Granite? Well, hear me out. I was talking about pets earlier, and we already know how the Gargoyle boss is actually decent Slayer XP, roughly 4 mil an hour. Well, Inferno is also known to be good Slayer XP as well. And of course, being leagues, we can cheese it. There also just so happens to be a pet from Inferno that I did not get from last leagues, despite ending with 16 pets. So I needed to test just one run, and if it was at least half decent Slayer XP, we found a new variety task. It feels a bit weird not having the safety of last stand, just in case something goes insanely wrong. However, I cannot stress enough how easy the Inferno is in leagues. I have no problem just camping the center with melee, leaving on Prey Mage, and occasionally eating a Koambam. Oh, a Brimstone Key. Well, thanks Konar. I did the math, and Guardian DPS seems to be about 15 to 20% extra just about everywhere I use it, whether it's slaying or bosses. Of course though, when it can AoE, it's even stronger. I've grown to love the free DPS. It's Zuck time. Oddly enough, I'm kind of nervous. If I get hit by Zuck even just once, I could potentially die and lose out on the last 35 minutes, making this all a waste of time. Remember, I didn't even originally plan on trying to do Inferno runs. This was last minute. My noob tube is absolutely blasting Zuck this time around, especially because I have my Slayer Helm bonus and I actually know the distance and we are comfortably using it now. I was getting ready for a set and I realized I'm legit too strong for the guys to spawn. I did so much damage on Zuck that I managed to skip the first set. It's probably not that hard, but I'm still not comfortable risking tanking Jad the entire time, so I'm still going to go through with killing him for safety. Once he is dead, I am essentially 100% of the way there to the cape and I have nothing else to worry about. The healers are easy. 1.6 million Slayer XP drop. I forgot to also include the XP that you get from the waves themselves, but the total XP for this run was about 2 million. And the time? 36 minutes. This is about 3.5 mil an hour, and it's fun, and I get a pet chance. I'm likely going to be continuing with this. This is so bad. I got another Zuck task and I forgot my noob tube, so I'm stuck using a rune crossbow on everything. The Zuck kill is much longer and it feels more dangerous since I can't walk as smoothly with the 4-tick weapon. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that's what I wanted! Let's go! 3 kill count, a much earlier end to this grind, but the Inferno pet has been achieved. I think I was just about starting this reality of only doing neck reels, gargoyles, and Zuck tasks. However, now I don't need Inferno anymore. So I think I'm just going to cash chins for 200 mil ranged, and maybe try my luck with just neck reels and gargoyles. 75 million hunter XP, done. 124 mil range XP. This seems to be pacing well with Slayer, as long as I get it before 200 mil. Now I want to show you guys something really cool. We are the first person to, and we just hit 2 billion experience. Only 2.6 bill to go. 134 black demons. Let's try something. I have a stupid amount of dark totems for Skatizo. I have no idea what Slayer XP per hour to expect from killing it, but I do know it's another pet that I don't have, so why not test it out on task to see if we can get yet another pet on the way to 200 mil Slayer. 56 totems. The pet rate is 1 in 65, so maybe we will get something here. Wow, I forgot how long the death animation is here. 10 Skatizo kills in and still no pet. Only 900k an hour, so I'll probably finish up these totems and then not bother trying this again until afterwards. However, here's 30 kills in. A full 57 kills and not a single pet. Unlucky. So now I am back to gargoyles, and the skill and grind to 200 mil Slayer continues. We just hit 170 mil hit points. Doing only gargoyles and neck reels is so fast. Hitting neck reels is 3.5 mil an hour Slayer, so we are basically guaranteed a minimum of 3.5 for the remaining of our 200 mil Slayer grind. 150 million range XP, done. 3/4 of the way. But what if we try our luck for another pet? How about Jad? I did about 17 to 18 minute runs in the normal fight caves, making it about 2.4 mil an hour Slayer. This isn't too great and it's technically not worth doing. However, I think I'll do it just for this small break from gargoyles and neck reels. 152 mil Slayer, however, no pet for some reason. I can and have been gambling all of my caves for extra pet chance. Good luck. I never lucky. 200 million hit points XP. Let's go. I've been unable to sit down and just do one straight hunter session to finish banking ranged. However, I finally managed to get 90 mil hunter, which should be enough chins for 200 mil range. Here we go. 170 mil Slayer, done. Only 30 mil to go. 190 mil range, complete. I finished a Necro task with only 700k range to go, so I am just going to stay here to finish it off. That way we can just focus on gargoyles. 200 million range XP, complete. I got another Black Demon task, so I decided to use my totems one more time to see if we could get the pet. Then for sure, we lock into gargoyles. I think I have officially spent longer waiting for Skatizo to die rather than killing him. But 80 kills, no pet. About average. I managed to change that task into a Jad task, so maybe we get lucky now. Never mind. I know lucky. I just need 2 more gargoyle tasks and we'll be 200 mil Slayer. Jad is currently the only detour task that we are taking. 217 gargoyles, let's go.
Oh my god! I got it!
I don't know where, but I got it. Just for a rough idea at the KC. It has said lots since 1000, but there is a way to still check it. I can see my total echo kills in my league summary, and we have 2077 killed. So, roughly 2050 kills for the pet. Not bad, we were lucky with it. The remaining 22 mil Slayer XP can now be done anywhere. I canceled my Gargoyle task to get some AoE melee tasks for better melee XP per hour. The XP per hour is not that bad. I'm getting 2.6 mil an hour Slayer while also getting 13 mil an hour melee. However, it heavily relies on superior spawning or not. 2 tasks later, I think I kinda forgot that the reality is I'm not a pet hunter. I was going for 200 mil Slayer. The Gargoyles were being camped for XP. The XP outside of Gargoyles is trash. So I think after this Bloodveld task, we're going to get a Gargoyle task and finish off the rest of 200 mil Slayer with that. 210 Gargoyles, very nice. The nice thing about this boss now is I don't have to wait for the drop since I got the pet already. So the XP rates are actually 5 to 10% higher than usual. 185 mil Slayer. 10 mil to go. 190 mil Slayer. My Gargoyle task ended and I got a Skatizo task again, so I just want to use my very last few totems and surely we will get a pet. Nope, 84 kills, we are officially calling it. Time to grab one last task. Finally, 204 Gargoyles. This task will get me 200 mil Slayer. 199 million Slayer XP. And finally, enough Gargoyles, 200 mil Slayer is done. I have 250 Brimstone keys to open, so I made my way to Konar and started doing that. These guys can give me some herb seeds and pure essence, which are the main things I'm after. Other than that, I don't really care what I get. An extremely disappointing number, but 16k pure essence from that. I also got 6 Torstals and 13 Raynors, which are both the main good seeds. Oh well, it was fun at least. Lastly, I had about 50 mil in melee XP remaining including defense, and luckily enough I had a video I wanted to edit, which allowed me to AFK Scurious for a few hours. I'm able to use a Blood Fury to heal, and the boss essentially becomes 25-minute AFK. Or at least AFK enough to where I occasionally have to drink a prayer pot. I am hoarding the spines to turn in for XP lamps, making this XP per hour even better than it currently is, which is about 15 mil. Here comes some fat XP drops. Those lamps even out my melees, so now I can finish training with my halberd unshared and get all of them 200 mil at the same time. And finally, to wrap up the video, here is 200 mil attack, strength, and defense. We hit quite a few 200 mils today. 9 out of 23 skills are already completed, and our total XP is looking to be 2.562 bill. Meaning XP wise, we are officially over halfway there. This seems like a good point to end today's video, so as always, TY for watching everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.